just gonna kind of roll with this because I don't know how to really go about it, because it's probably, well, maybe not. Maybe they ain't gonna knock me off. You know, maybe I'm in jail for something stupid or something like that. They've already done that for stupid stuff. When I say they, I'm talking about the CIA. What used to be MK Ultra, maybe still is. Let's see where to begin. I guess the whole Gangstalking thing, I started noticing that when I was living in these little freaking places in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. More on Goodlettsville, Tennessee shortly. And like who's locally responsible for the electronic harassment, the gang stalking. Church, believe that or not. At least they hide behind it. A church. They got their little base there. They didn't even help me when I was coming to the door knocking for asking them for something. Lady wouldn't even help me. Anyways, like I was living in these motels, like weekly places in Goodlettsville, Main Street Inn, ghetto as hell, and I started noticing people noticing me, but I thought it was just because I have money and don't work, and they probably thought I was a drug dealer because of the dreads and looking like a thug and shit. I ain't a thug though. I ain't even a hippie, I don't think. Maybe, I like to be naked. But anyways, like, I started noticing them being around, and I started videoing them. Then it got more increased to the point where I couldn't even go do laundry. I put up video of these people, they doing loops around me, like, you know, they find a way to do a loop around you wherever I was at, and just start circling. So I start videoing them. I'm like, I'm gonna put up videos on them. See, if they want to like stalk me, I'll stalk them back. You know, fight back. I ain't gonna lay down. Just take it. Why would I do that? Why would anybody do that? If you're being targeted, don't consider yourself a TI. Consider yourself a guinea pig, because that's what they're doing to you. They're like screwing with you and they're testing on you. I have a criminal record. I have a bad criminal record. I got like 10 felonies on my record. Probably why they targeted me. Like, I'm just like, and they're not all like, yeah, some of them are bad, like theft and stuff, but you know, I didn't kill nobody. I should have, but I didn't. I would have got less time. And they targeted me probably for that reason, maybe in the beginning, I don't know. They come at me one point and said that it was because I was high and I was like talking crazy, and I was like, I only want to hear Anunnaki talking. You know, I'm a songwriter, I make music, I love making music, and I'm in a creative mode as often as possible, all the time if possible. And it's, so, you know, they said at one point they targeted me because of that. At this point, my life is so fucking crazy that it consists of, I can talk to them through, I was just having a conversation with them a minute ago, like, you know, and like what they can and can't do, what they're gonna do, and you know, like if I do all this, I blast them. I just spray painted a sign that said CIA was here and went and dropped it off by the interstate, and like, you know, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because they've made me visually hallucinate and see that my parents being hung up by this tree, this farm on. Can I turn the camera around here? See, I'm on this farm right now, and like, thank God for Mr. Farmer Man. But I'm on this farm right here right now, and like, this tree up here, I saw my parents, I saw my little boy. They made me see all this stuff because at this point is because and I'm kind of jumping around a lot, and I'm going to probably do that because as memories come and like I'll go back to them, but because of me stalking back, me seeing these people, like, you know, and then tracking them down to where they were at, like at a church. I had a storage facility, and like I was renting it in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, Cube Smart, and like I started, you know, I got license plates, I got all these pictures, I got all these videos of these jackasses stalking me. For what reason? I mean, just at this point, getting in my way. I mean, they're in my life. They're like making themselves known. All that shit. So, and I'm gonna say this one time, and on one time only, because I hear people saying it all the time. I'm gonna sound crazy, because I am crazy, okay? But that is not the fucking point that is beyond the fact that this, all this stuff is like real and happening, and like everybody said, they got proof and all that. So do I. Whatever. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. This is just to blast them. I mean, believe it, I'm crazy. I mean, like, like you ask anybody I know, I'm crazy. I mean, but I'm having a blast, like, woohoo, whatever, but at the same time, be serious when I need to be serious. And right now, I'm going to be serious. So, at this point, they were like, stalking me, I stalk them back, find out, like, where they're at. I done found them. I'm like, man, I'm a Sunday morning, I'm at the storage facility, rolling up into the church hall, Church of Christ in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Church of Christ, Goodlettsville, Tennessee. They all start pulling in, all the cars that I recognize. All the, the license plates. I got my binoculars out. I mean, I done went spy tech at this point. I got binoculars with adapters on it, and I got, I got a little more memorable CIA was here on that. I'm putting all this money into drones, man. Don't think that they can't knock a freaking drone out of the sky if you're trying to spy on them with them, because they'll knock that motherfucker right out of the sky. They did it to my stalkie yesterday. That's what I named her. She's like the rest of them. So yeah, I messed up, I guess they thought, and they come at me with these threats, and they're like, I'll show you the text. I got it, whatever. And I ain't got nothing to prove. I just already said I'm gonna say that once. That was the only time. I got the proof. Back it up, baby. And so yeah, they're threatening me, you hating me anything to you? Motherfucker, you gonna mention my kid's name? Really? I'm sorry, I'm gonna try not to cuss. I'm really gonna try not to cuss. Oh, fuck that, I'm gonna cuss. They come at me talking about, all these threats and everything. So then, all these, they pour on the hallucinate, the mind control bullshit. They start pouring that shit on. I'm seeing my parents hang. I literally, and this is not embarrassing because this is real. And I seen my parents get hung up by this other ghetto motel I was staying at up here in Portland, Orlando, Tennessee, where I'm at right now, alien country, AKA. And I was so exhausted, I actually fell asleep believing that my parents were hung in the barn. Wake up in the morning, some guys whistles, nods at the barn. I know that in my brain, I know that they had been hung there. I'd been made to, they were going to kill them if I didn't keep my mouth shut about who they are and what they are. They're going to kill my parents. That's what they're threatening me, whatever. They try to find out what's important to you so that they can threaten you with it. Well, that's what they did. So they find, my mom's the most important thing in the world to me. So, they're going to use that against me. And my stepdad, he's the most important thing. So they, then my kids, they find out they already threatened him. So at this point, they go and, I wake up, like I said, and then this dude nodding at the barn, and I'm like, up there, I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. So I know there. And I go to the store, I'm so hungry, I get some food, and I'm just I'm so hoping it's a hallucination, it's a dream, it ain't real. This is really not going to happen. This is already, and I'm pulling up onto where my parents live, and I see my mom pulling out, and I honk the horn, I get out, I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm so glad she's alive, and I tell her, I'm just it's what happened or whatever. So, hallucinations and mind control that hardcore is possible and is going on right now, and I'm just kind of now looking at, because I've been experiencing it and going through it, and trying to figure out ways to deal with it or fight back, praying to God. I'm praying in the name of Jesus, get these. They're coming at me saying they're Satan and stuff, like Tommy Mommy. Okay, this is what there's your Tommy Mommy Project. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that yet. That's what they're calling themselves right now, Tommy Mommy Project. They're saying, this one female voice, she'll come on and she repeats everything I say, like she's reporting it to somebody or saying it to somebody. I don't know if that's part of just the mind screw with you or whatever, because it can lead your head, you get it into when she says oh, he's going to get his boots. You're thinking in your head, I'm going to get my boots. So when they say, oh, he's going, and then your mind starts to follow through with what you're doing or what you're thinking, because they can read my thoughts. Like, they got that shit down. Like, I mean, I'm thinking in my head, I can't read my thoughts, and then I'll hear they can broadcast it more lively than just the thought in your head, because the thoughts kind of, their voices in your head kind of sound like, is that a voice in my head or a voice, they come through, yes, we can read your thoughts, and like, that's beyond rape. That's terrifying. But yeah, I've been raped too. You want to go there, like, bring it, I was staying in that motel, and that's too vivid. I can't even really go there. I can't even but sexually assaulted by these whatever. I mean, I was out cold. I heard things going on, felt things going on, but I'm not sure about what they did or whatever, but I know that it's disgusting. And anyways, I don't want to go there right now. We'll go there later. Maybe it's too vivid or something. I don't know. No, it all needs to be out there. It needs to be 100% honesty. So, yeah, I'm in this hotel room, and I take a shower, and I mean, I'd heard these voices. There's a girl around here that I ain't met her, but I've talked to her. She's told me before too. She's like, man, they can see what you're doing. They'll comment on it, and that's part of the Gangstalking thing, just to let you know that they're watching you, that they can see you or whatever. And I'm thinking at this point, in the beginning, I'm going to motel, trying to stay away from, get away from them. And man, sometimes they'd be in the room next to me before I got there, not after. I've heard people say they're gonna get a room next to you, and all these mugs would be there, already there, and I asked to get a different room one time. I was like, that room stinks. Can I get another room, please? And they moved me in another room that pretty sure had more of them. These at this level, Masons, ones that are around here messing with me right now, Goodlettsville, Tennessee, Sinclair clan, and they're in a church, Goodlettsville, Tennessee. I'm gonna do a whole video on them, and just get this video ready, put it out there, because they're messing with me like there is no tomorrow, and there might not be no tomorrow, whatever. But I'm gonna go out telling what I know and what I've experienced and what I got pictures of and video of. And the audio sucks. I'm sorry. I'm in a camper, freaking trying to get my brain in mode for what I'm gonna do to deal with this. And it's been exhausting, and and I mean, they'll tell you, I mean, to this point right now. I watched a video yesterday, and this guy, he's talking about all this stuff. America knows what's going on, that they're allowing this to happen, that this is a normal thing, that this is cool, this is just oh yeah, we got these, people, thousands of Americans who we test this mind control on and this stuff or whatever, and we use it on them. For me, I believe 100% they're using beyond mind control, because a second ago I'm trying to change the power steering pump on my truck, and they're they're making me on the video, I can see they're making me see the figure Satan and all this shit, and it's and then you can hear him say he sees it, he's seen it, whatever, and they'll and this is just normal. I mean, it's supposed to be okay, that they can control my brain, rape my brain like that, and that I'm not supposed to fight back. I mean, I can't understand how in the world that America's got to this point. And that's what I'm really gonna freaking harp on, is every TI in America, we get together and fight back, they're gonna fucking stop. They're going to. They have to. I mean, there's got to be thousands and thousands of us, I mean, we're all posting videos on this stuff. I ain't no TI. I ain't labeled myself targeted individual. If they want a target, I'll draw one for them. And that's just what they want you to, you get under. That's an immediate part of it. I'm a targeted individual. No, you're a human being that's like being screwed with by some other human beings. They got like power trips going on because they found some new toys that like work better than the ones that I got. Because, man, first I was just trying to stop them or figure out, like what it was. Because, I mean, they take it to the level of like, I'm a real spiritual person. And they'll take it to the level of, I mean, he's claiming to this Tommy got, and that he's Satan, that he is Satan. They're trying that, I want your soul shit. I mean, like, what? You can't have it. It ain't for sale. It ain't been for sale. It ain't for sale right now. And like, they take it, I mean, but I've heard that on other videos too. They impersonate gods and make, and entities and like all that. Man, check. Like this guy's, I'll put a link or something on, a comment on here or something so that anybody finding this, they can also relate to it, can see how documented this is. How this guy, he's already, so much of it's been documented. So much of it has been like known. I can hear them right now. Like, I mean, they hate this. Like, they can't appreciate it at the very least, Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'll put the link down there. It's been all documented, and like, so you can see that this clean-cut, distinguished, fine gentleman that, and is reporting on everything that they do. I mean, the radio electronic attacks, the EMF, RF, all of that stuff that they are using and have used, and like, man, oh my God, I'm exhausted. That's this one going up. All right, I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna put that link, and I'm gonna like keep on just posting everything that I remember, because I think that you're not supposed to remember a bunch of this, and for some reason I've been told they don't know why I do remember everything. I mean, the experiences, all of them, almost. Like sometimes I'll remember one and be like, wow, I forgot about that. Like these characters in my hallucination, or that they are like putting me in through this just delusional state. Tommy is this one guy who's all like old or whatever, but there's a younger Tommy too. They're all supposed to be Satan parts, I guess. Satan, that's what they try to make. And then there's I named her because it was a name, Ultra Girl, because MK Ultra, and I needed to freaking like see. So then there's Ultra Girl, and then there's Lauren. That's her name. She don't like me talking about her. Sorry, Lauren. Just kidding. But anyways, like yesterday, man. So I'll talk about that later. I got so many stories, and hopefully somebody can relate and know that you're not crazy, that this is your government, your country, thanking you for being born into such a fine, outstanding country. I love Jesus, and I'll keep posting more stuff up here.